Dragon Ball. Dare I say more?
Prepare to join this filthy orb in oblivion!
When I was a kid, Dragon Ball was the coolest shit ever. I was there for all the Super Saiyan 5 rumors. I would religiously watch Dragon Ball Z on Nicktoons with all the episodes out of order. But for some reason, one fight in particular changed my view on shonen fights forever. One fight filled with action, emotion, suspense. But before we get into all that, let me give some context to the boys and girls who don't know what's going on. Part 1. Dragon Ball is shonen. Shonen is a term used to categorize Japanese comics targeted towards a young male readership. And I definitely think Dragon Ball falls under this category. Dragon Ball, or more commonly known as Dragon Ball Z, is an anime and manga that spawns over hundreds of issues and episodes. Dragon Ball was created by Akira Toriyama and was originally nothing like the Dragon Ball you're used to.
It's your balls, Bulma! They're gone! What? You're kidding me? How?
Over time, it transformed into an action series more targeted towards a male readership. But what makes Dragon Ball so special? Well, maybe it's the fights, the heartbreaking emotions,
It's all my fault!
or is it the story? I think it's the story. Part 2, Toriyama's Anime Jesus. Toriyama is single-handedly responsible for the popularity of many shonen anime you're familiar with today. Without Dragon Ball or Toriyama, many of the anime you adore simply wouldn't exist. But the story of Toriyama and his contributions is a topic for another video. I want to talk about the greatest shonen fight in history. Vegeta is the last of his kind. He sees himself as the sole savior of the Saiyan race. So much in fact, he literally joins the bad guys in search of this power. And Goku is the only one on Earth who stands a chance against this guy. While Vegeta is the sole savior of the Saiyan race, I would argue and say Goku is the sole savior of humanity. Both men are fighting for the well-being of others. Some can even say they're fighting for the same reason. Very poetic if you ask me. But in the end, the people who save Earth isn't Goku. He's already lost the fight. It's the hope he gives Gohan to stand up to Vegeta. It's the power he gives Krillin to defeat Vegeta. And it's the inspiration he gives to Yajirobe to eventually cut off Vegeta's tail. And in the end, Vegeta fails to his own arrogance. The same moon he used to try and kill Goku is the same one Gohan will use to kill him. And before Krillin gets a chance to finish him off, Goku says this.
Stop!
Goku, in his words, though in the moment may sound like a terrible choice, would go on to be one of his best decisions. But unfortunately, this is where the series met its inevitable downfall. Part 3, Why Super Saiyan Sucks and I Hate Dragon Ball. I already know what you're thinking. What about Goku versus Frieza? Goku versus Frieza? Well, the reason why I prefer this fight over that fight is because of two words. Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan is really cool, don't get me wrong, but what brings it down is the fact that over the years, Super Saiyan has become somewhat of a joke, and honestly, it steals most of the spotlight from the fight. The fight between Goku and Vegeta has a lot more on the line in the terms of both Z fighters. At this point in the series, Vegeta is the bad guy. Vegeta was so menacing back then, but in a good way. He doesn't have to overpower everyone, he just has to get up every time. No matter how badly you hurt him, the fact Vegeta stood up after all those heavy attacks is what made Vegeta so terrifying.
Fools, they haven't seen the last of me.
But what I love most about this fight personally is that Goku is clearly weaker than Vegeta, but still puts in the maximum effort.
I've got to take it further.
Part 4, Toriyama got lazy. At this point, Toriyama was hundreds of issues in, and I believe after the Saiyan Saga and Namek Saga is where the series started to deteriorate. This isn't the fault of Toriyama really, but the insane demand from fans and all the last minute changes he would face from his editor. Eventually, Toriyama left the series and now only offers sketches for characters and outlines of stories that can sometimes not entirely line up with his original vision. But one thing I do know is that Goku vs. Vegeta is the greatest fight in all of Dragon Ball history.